Finding a comfortable seat, either cross-legged or with the arms extended. Let the shoulders roll back, sitting tall, hands resting onto the legs. With your gaze soft or your eyes closed, become aware of your breath as it travels in and out of your nose. Taking a big breath in. As you exhale, take your gaze to the right, gently turning the neck, only as far as feels comfortable for you, keeping the shoulders relaxed. And with your next inhale, draw the head back to the center, and exhale to the left side, gently opening up the right side of the neck. Back to center. And as you exhale, if it's safe for your neck, let your head tip back, taking your gaze towards the ceiling. Relax your lower jaw, opening up the throat. We'll inhale back to the center. This time exhale your chin towards your chest, opening up the back of the neck. Breathing into the upper back. Breath in, we'll draw the crown of the head back up towards the sky, give the shoulders a few rolls, letting them relax, and then stretch both legs forward in front of you. We keep our right leg straight, bending the left knee, taking the foot beside the shin, flat to the mat. Keeping your right hand on your knee, take your left palm to the floor behind you, fingertips point away. As you breathe in, lengthen your spine. With an exhale, slowly twist from your left shoulder, hugging that knee in towards the body. Just letting the chest open, keeping length from the tailbone up through the crown of the head. And breathing so you can feel the expansiveness of the breath in the ribs, the belly, and the lower back. As you exhale, gently draw back to center. We're going to come into a counter twist. So bring your left arm on the inside of the left leg, right hand to the floor behind you. Breathing in. And as you exhale, gently open up from your right shoulder, staying balanced on your sits bones, long in the spine. There should be no discomfort in your lower back. As you breathe in, return to the center and draw the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right thigh, stretching those right toes up towards the ceiling. Navel to the spine. As you inhale, reach the arms up, interlock your thumbs, and as you exhale, relax forward, allowing the spine to round. Resting the hands down, bending the elbows to relax the shoulders, sink the chin towards the chest. With your gaze soft, your eyes closed, focus on your breath. Breathing into any tension present in the body, and as you exhale, let the tension go. Contract your abdominal muscles, interlock your thumbs. As you inhale, reach your hands forward and up, lengthening the spine. And connecting your palms as you exhale, draw your hands down to heart center. Keep the crown of the head rising up. And pausing here for a moment to notice your breath, the energy moving in the body. And relaxing the arms, let's reach that left leg out, let the knee loosen. We'll bend the right knee, right foot flat to the earth, beside the shin. Left hand stays on that knee, right hand comes to support you on the floor behind you. Take a breath in to lengthen. And as you exhale, carefully twist from your right shoulder, hugging that right knee in towards the body. Your gaze can follow your shoulder if that's safe for your neck. Let the chin tuck in slightly so the back of the neck is long. Use your exhale to unwind, coming back to the center, left palm to the floor behind you, right arm on the inside of the right leg, starting with a breath in, And gently as you exhale, draw back from that left shoulder, opening up the chest. If you want to deepen this, you can carefully press your right arm and leg together. There should be no discomfort in your low back. As you breathe out, come back to the center, bring the sole of the right foot to the inside of the thigh, flex your left foot and inhale, reaching the arms up, hooking the thumbs. And as you exhale, relax forward over that leg. Wherever your hands rest, let there be a bend in the elbows, softening arms and shoulders. Imagine you can breathe all the way to the base of your spine. With your abdominal muscles supporting you, interlock your thumbs. As you inhale, reach hands forward and up, connecting the palms overhead. Take an exhale, drawing your hands down in front of the chest. Pausing there with the thumbs resting against the sternum. Just feel a rise and fall of your breath. Relaxing the hands down. From here, we're going to come onto hands and knees. And drawing palms under shoulders, knees underneath the hips. You can tuck the toes if that feels nice. We're going to flow through some cat and cow. So as you exhale, round your spine. Cat pose, and inhale to arch your back in cow pose, opening the front body, lifting head, chest, and tailbone. Moving at the pace of your own breath, keeping the gaze soft or the eyes closed so you continue to draw your attention inward. More flexibility to the spine, massaging the internal organs. And feel free to accentuate these movements in any way that feels good for your body and whatever tension you've been collecting. And hold with a rounded spine, breathing into the upper back. And flatten your feet to the mat, bring your big toes to touch, and take your bum to your heels for child's pose. Palms can stack under the forehead to support the neck. You can draw your hands back beside your feet with your palms turned up to relax your shoulders. And while you're here, feel the breath expanding the belly, expanding into the low back. Reaching both palms forward, shoulder width apart, gaze to the top of the mat. As you inhale, draw your chin and chest between your hands. Let your elbows move out to the sides, coming onto the belly. We're going to come into a stretch for the chest muscles. So bring your arms out at 90-degree angles, elbows in line with the shoulders. And take your right fingertips where your elbow was. Point your right elbow towards the ceiling. Keeping your left elbow in line with your shoulders, you inhale, carefully roll towards the left. And if you're feeling quite open, then your right hip can stack on top of the left. There should be no pain in your shoulder or your lower back. Letting the left shoulder sink towards the floor to encourage those chest muscles to open. And with your breath, feel like you can expand the chest with each inhale. And carefully draw back to the center. You can roll out that left shoulder a little if it needs it, and we'll switch to the other side. So left fingertips to the floor, right arm at 90 degrees, elbow in line with the shoulder. As you inhale, carefully roll towards the right. You can stack your hips if that feels good, but don't push anything in the body. And let your breath help you create a little more space for those chest muscles. Rolling back to the center, loosening up the right shoulder. And engage the abdominal muscles with one palm underneath each shoulder. As you inhale, we'll press up to the hands and knees. Slide the palms slightly ahead of the shoulders, knees under the hips, and tuck the toes. As you exhale, relax your head down, draw the navel in, and as you inhale, slowly lift up into downward dog. Shifting a little more weight towards the heels as you draw your chest towards your thighs. A stretch in the backs of the legs. And contract your abdominal muscles as you inhale. Take a big step forward with your right foot for low lunge. The front knee's over the ankle, back knee rests to the mat. Lifting your gaze, you can hold here or with the belly engaged. Take your palms onto your front thigh and inhale, lifting your chest. Breathing steadily into the hips. You can hold where you are, or as you inhale, reach your left arm up, bending at the elbow. Reach the opposite hand to the elbow, or if it's available to you, you can bind your fingertips behind you. So you're creating a lot of length from your left knee all the way up to the elbow. And keep squeezing the inner thighs towards each other and drawing the navel in to support the body. Make sure your breath is steady, lifting through the chest. As you exhale, release the arms, lowering the palms back to the mat. Keeping your left hand underneath your left shoulder as you inhale, open your right arm, twisting towards your front thigh. Stay connected through that right big toe. Feel the collarbones broadening. Exhale your right hand back to the mat, palms flat, tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee and inhale to downward dog, feet hip width apart, taking the tailbone up towards the sky. And carefully as you inhale, start to walk your feet towards your palms, bending your knees as much as you need to until you come into a forward fold. The weight of the upper body towards the floor. You can bend your knees as much as you need for your lower back to be comfortable. And with the fingertips on the floor for support, let's heel toe our feet a little wider apart for a squat, turning the toes out slightly. Slowly lower your tailbone as you lift your chest. Hands can stay on the mat or palms can connect at heart center. Breathing into the hips and the lower back. Using your hands to help you, carefully ease yourself down to sitting on the mat for butterflies. Let the legs loosen up. And then invite the soles of your feet together, relaxing the knees towards the floor. Create a diamond shape with your legs. With your hands on your shins, take a breath in to lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, relax forward, rounding whenever that feels comfortable for you. And creating more flexibility in ankles, knees, and hips, lengthening all the back muscles. Each time you breathe in, send that energy into tension. And as you exhale, let the body be heavy towards the floor. You contract your abdominal muscles as you inhale. Very carefully roll yourself back up, drawing your hands up your legs. Once your head lifts, roll your shoulders back and down. I'm going to come back onto hands and knees. We do cat and cow on our forearms. If you have any shoulder injuries, you're welcome to stay on your palms. But if you're comfortable, bring your elbows underneath your shoulders, forearms parallel, shoulder width apart. Exhale to round your spine, relaxing the head down. And inhale to arch. This time think of reaching the chest forward rather than really compressing the back of the head, or back of the neck rather, and lifting the head. Exhale to round and lengthen. And inhale, let the belly drop towards the floor. Reach the crown of the head away from the tailbone. Pull the chest forward. Exhale to round, moving at your own pace. Flattening the feet to the floor, resting back into child's pose. You can draw hands back beside your feet. You could also connect your palms behind your head, gently walking the elbows forward to stretch into the upper arms. Both palms reaching forward, shoulder width apart, gaze up between your hands. As you inhale, draw forward onto the belly for Sphinx pose. Bring your big toes to touch, relax your heels to the sides. Lifting your chest slightly, take your forearms in front of you, palms and elbows shoulder width apart and parallel. Head in the center with the abdominal muscles engaged. Take a breath in, lifting your chest forward and up. If your neck feels strong, you can relax your head back and soften your lower jaw. And try to relax your legs, strengthening your postural muscles. And take one more breath in, and as you exhale, slide your elbows to the side, lowering your chest and your head, resting forehead onto the palms. And then with one palm underneath each shoulder, engage the belly. As you inhale, press up to hands and knees, resting palms slightly ahead of the shoulders, knees under hips, tuck your toes. Exhale to round your spine, draw the navel in. And inhale, lifting up into down dog. Feel the length in the spine, the backs of the legs. And contract your abdominal muscles as you inhale. Step that left foot up between the hands for low lunge. And front knees over the ankle, back knee rests to the earth. You can hold here, fingertips to the mat, or inhale, palms to that front thigh, lifting the chest. You can stay here for support. If it feels comfortable, inhale the right arm up, bending at the elbow. You can either take opposite hand to the elbow or bind your fingertips behind you. Gently drawing that right elbow to point up towards the sky. Supporting yourself with your abdominal muscles, breathing into tension. Exhale to slowly release, taking palms back to the mat. Keep your right hand right underneath your right shoulder. As you inhale, open your left arm, twisting towards your front thigh. Gazing wherever your neck feels the most comfortable. With an exhale, relax your left hand down to the floor, tuck your back toes under, lift your right knee, and inhale back to downward dog, feet hip width apart. Spreading through fingers and toes. As you breathe in, carefully walk your feet forward till they're hip width apart, letting the upper body hang heavy. If it feels comfortable for your shoulders, come into Yoga Mudra, interlacing your fingers at your lower back, extending the arms, breaking up tension in the upper back and the shoulders. With an exhale, relax your hands to your low back, slide palms down the backs of the legs. With the fingertips supporting you, heel toe your feet a little wider, sinking back into a squat. You have the option of holding here in the center, fingertips to the mat or palms connected, or you could reach your left arm right arm on the inside of that right leg and take an inhale. Open the left arm up, coming into a gentle twist. Exhale the left arm down, fingertips to the floor, left arm on the inside of the left leg. Inhale your right arm open. Exhale, right fingertips back to the floor. Carefully coming down to sitting on the mat. And sitting with your knees bent, your feet flat to the floor towards the top of your mat. Hands can stay behind the thighs for support. We're going to inhale to lengthen the spine and exhale to slowly roll down to lying on the mat, one vertebra at a time. Hands walk down the backs of the legs to support you. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Once you've come all the way down, hug your knees to your chest and rock from side to side. And make our way into a spinal lift. So with your knees in the center, quietly take the feet to the floor, placing them parallel, hip width apart. Arms close to the body, palms turned down. Let the chin tuck in slightly with the belly engaged. As you inhale, begin to lift your pelvis, peeling your spine off the mat. Lifting as high as feels comfortable for you, coming down anytime you need to. And feel the rise and fall of your breath here. If you want to open the chest a little more, you could come into Yoga Mudra, interlacing your fingers, stretching your hands towards your heels. And take one more big breath in. And rest your palms flat to the mat. As you exhale, slowly come down one vertebra at a time. Once your tailbone is touched down, we'll invite the knees into the chest with one palm onto each knee. Keep the abdominal muscles engaged. Fill the lungs. And exhale your forehead towards your knees. Shoulders relaxed. Palms can always come to the back of the head for support. With an exhale, we'll rest the head back to the floor and reach the arms out nice and wide at shoulder height. Flexing the feet, lift your heels until they're in line with your knees. Belly engaged. Take a big breath. And as you exhale, slowly lower your legs to the right side. Letting your heels slide away from you slightly. You can always take support under the legs or between the knees if there's any straining in the low back. And right palm can connect with your left knee if that feels comfortable in your body. Let the shoulders sink back towards the floor. Relax your facial muscles. Breathe into your lower back. Both hands resting to the floor, belly engaged, head to the center. As you inhale, return your legs to the middle. You can bring your knees into your chest, have a rock from side to side. And when you're ready, you can twist to the left side.